Hey, Joe Junta here at Missing Parts Garage. That's my 1969 Chevelle in the background there. And wanted to give you a little update on Dragweek and a little recap of what we did and answer some questions that people had. I had a lot of people come compliment me on the car. A lot of people asking questions, and wanted to answer some of those questions, give you a little recap of what we had to do to the car, what my future plans are, and how we're going to move forward and try and do another drag and drive event, because man, I'm hooked. I want to go over some questions that people had about the car. First and foremost was, is that a real Yenko? That was the number one question. And the answer is no, it is not a real Yenko. It's a tribute car. I love the Yenko stripes, and I'm going to keep it that way. It looks really good. I'll go over some of the things that you can tell right away that it's not a real Yenko. And I'll show you on the car here. How you can tell instantly that this is not a real Yenko is this stripe right here. That stripe should extend back a little bit further and angle up right above the tail light there. Also, the stripe on the front extends a little bit past that marker light. At least from what I've seen on the internet, that's what I can tell about that stripe. On the back of the car, you can tell because this tail panel right here should be black, signifying that it's a big block car. The emblem, the Yenko emblem, should be to the left side of center. And on the right side, they had a 427 logo right about there. I may change that in the future, or I may just keep it the same. The stripe kind of bugs me, but it's on there, and I have other issues I got to attend to before I do that. Another question was, how long have I owned the car? I've owned the car about 6 months. I bought it in May. I bought it off a really cool dude, Rudy Salandanen. He basically made the car look like this. It was badass. As soon as I saw it pop up on Facebook, I had to have it. Okay, there it is. 572 big block Chevy. This motor was put together by Earl Johnson at Big Johnson Performance Engines. It is a 572 big block Chevy. It's got a Dart Big M tall deck, Ohio billet crank. It's got JE pistons, Eagle H-beam rods. It's got a Earson hydraulic roller cam, I believe, and the 1071 blower shop blower sitting on top there with twin 950 quick fuel carbs. The headers, I believe, are custom built by Lemons. Really nice quality piece there. Great thing about Dragweek was, first and foremost, the people that were there just made my week. Everybody's super nice. A lot of people complimenting the car, telling me stories about their cars, and just, talking to everybody and being with so many like-minded people was really cool. Hey, a little recap of the week. I put the car together. Well, I had it apart. I put it back together about early August. I had a couple weeks of testing on the car, and the whole week prior to Dragweek, I was on vacation, so I couldn't touch the car at all. So we got back from vacation, loaded the car up, and we were off on the road to Maryland International Raceway. While we were testing, a couple things popped up. Right before we left for Dragweek, I dumped the oil out of the engine, cut open the filter, and found some metal flake and some glitter in there. It was a little concerning, but throughout the week, as we were running Dragweek, we kept changing oil. I think we did 3 or 4 times, and it was cleaning up more and more every time. So hopefully that was just a fluke or something, something wearing in. Pretty sure it was a thrust bearing, but not sure yet until I get the motor out and pull it apart. Transmission, during testing, I think at Maple Grove, we went up on the trans brake and it pushed through the trans brake. I believe the reverse band or the clutches or something. I don't know a whole lot about transmissions, but I believe we have an issue there. I first run at Dragweek, I was up on the trans brake, and Freiberger said it sounded like the converter was eating itself. So after I watched that footage, I went back, checked the trans fluid, and sure enough, it was burnt and there was some black stuff in there. We changed it out, put a new filter in, and we ran it. I wasn't giving up for just that, so I had to foot brake it the rest of the week, but we made it through, luckily. Those long mountain roads with those long inclines definitely put a hurting on the transmission. We were towing the trailer. We had about 1,000 pounds of tools and generator and everything else in that trailer. The car didn't like that too much, but we got through it. What I did to the car to get it ready, the roll cage was never really built to be a drag racing roll cage. So we went through and re-welded every single joint on the cage. I had to put door bars in and a harness bar. I don't know if this cage will be able to get certed to 850. That's what I'd like to do with it. I may have to redo the whole cage because I do plan to be in the 9s, high 8s if possible with this car. I think it's got it in it. I just need to figure the trans out and set the rear up a little bit better, and I think the motor's got plenty of power to do it. First day, actually testing the testing tune at Dragweek, we were pitted next to Finnegan, and I don't have EFI in this car. It's carburetors. I do have an air fuel gauge, but I don't really trust it. So we did our pass, came back to the pits. I'm checking the plugs to make sure everything looks good, and I end up snapping a spark plug off in the cylinder head. Not good. I went over to Finnegan, asked him what kind of plugs he ran. Luckily, he ran the same exact plugs that we were running. He was gracious enough to give us one, and really cool dude. I appreciate that. Overheating. We were overheating a lot in the stop and go traffic. Not overheating, but running hot. It was running about 230 degrees. You know, as soon as we start moving again, it came back down, but a lot of that driving was stop and go traffic. It really, you know, the car was not happy about it, but it never totally overheated. It was just running hot. I think we're okay. Transmission probably took a little hit on that. I did put a Griffin radiator in it with dual 15-inch fans. That helped. When I bought the car, it had just a big block brass radiator in it. That was not up to the task for cooling this car. One of the problems we had during the week was the pinion seal on the 9-inch Ford. It was leaking, slinging some oil about. Wasn't too bad, not enough to have to change it out, but it definitely was leaking. It got all over the back of the car, all over the suspension, but we would wipe it up before we made our pass and seemed to be okay. I put a little bit of gear oil in it, but it wasn't leaking enough to really make a difference. Overall, I think we did pretty well. No major breakdowns. To finish our first drag and drive really is a testament to the build quality of the car and the work that Rudy put into it and the work that I put into it to get ready. We were pretty consistent through the week. We averaged 1041 at 131, and ran a best of 10:20 at 135. I was thinking about doing another video on the car, what it actually cost me to do an event like this, and maybe some more details, and to take you through how we're going to prepare for the next Dragon Drive. I appreciate you watching. Throw me a like and a comment if there's something I missed, or if you want to see more of the car or any of my other cars. And have a great day. Bye.